Jesus, I've got a frog in my throat today. Excuse me. Hello. Let's see. In the chat, I saw Chris Mitchell is doing a live thing. Good Mother's doing something later. So don't miss out on all the fun tonight. It's Stream Saturday, where everybody in the friggin' world and their sister and their cousin is streaming. So it'll be great. So have you heard the story about Felicia? Oh, Felicia, which is from Felicity, which, kind of means happy. I don't think she's necessarily a very happy camper now, especially since they fired her ass from the Washington Post. For what? Well, of course, because she's a woman. The oppressed female. Oh, my God.
The hour now, interesting story in Washington. The Washington Post firing a reporter.
Oops. Oopie. Yeah. Don't keep digging the hole, Felicity, when, your boss tells you, knock it off. No. I am woman. Hear me roar right to the unemployment line.
By the name of Felicia Sonmez, after her week-long Twitter feud with
Sonmez? Oh, my God. Is she also Latinx, too?
the paper that employs her. Mm-hmm. It all stems from her spitting match with another reporter over...
Spitting match. I like that. No, it's a big pissing match. It's a dick measuring contest is what it was.
A sexist tweet. She's not going quietly either, tweeting this. Of course, the Washington Post is a great workplace.
Yes, Felicity.
It's a great workplace for them.
For them? Who's them? What is she saying? Oh, my God.
The system is working for them. What about for everyone else?
Who is this them she's talking about? I wonder. Felicia just couldn't stop. I could not stop. Now, I'm sure you heard this was wailing and gnashing of teeth because some other reporter who was suspended retweeted a silly joke. Oh, but Hamster was sexy. He was evil. Mm-hmm. We'll get to the joke. Of course, Fox News won't tell us that because it's so offensive.
Howard Kurtz, Fox News media analyst, host of Media Buzz. And Howie, good morning to you.
Good morning.
What are we to learn from this now?
No, I mean, this woman got fired, people. This wasn't a suspension. This wasn't a go stand in the corner for an hour. You be bad. Canned. Shit canned. Washington Post says, we just don't need that around here.
Well, at first it just seemed like all the trash talking was high school. Now it sounds like it's an all-out food fight in the cafeteria, and it's a big-time embarrassment for the Washington Post. Felicia,
yeah, there's no shame at the Washington Post. Don't worry about that. Shame in no shame in their game.
Who sued the Post for discrimination a year ago?
Did you hear what he said?
For the Washington Post. Felicia Sonmez, who sued the Post for discrimination a year ago.
She sued the Washington Post a year ago for discrimination. Now, I'm sure there are, rules in effect that you can't, take it out on you. Somebody sues you. You can't do that. You can't take it out on them. Let's see. Yeah, that's right. No rebuttal, no retaliation. So she sued them for obviously some kind of discrimination because she's a woman and she's not the CEO yet. See?
Going after political reporter Dave Weigel for stupidly retweeting a demeaning and sexist joke about women.
It wasn't sexist. It was not demeaning. Howard. It was a friggin' joke. We've been saying it for decades. We've been using that one.
Paper.
What is the meaning joke? Have you heard? All women are bi. You just need to determine whether it's bisexual or bipolar. There you go. Cancel me. That's funny. And it's not really that.
Suspended.
I think maybe it hits too close to home. especially these
Single
days.
for a month.
Everybody's bi, everybody's non-binary, everybody's whatever they're not, because they got up this morning and thought they were.
Even though he quickly apologized, it escalated. Others jumped in, and the principal had to step in. Editor Sally Busby putting out a tough memo saying, cut it out, stop attacking each other publicly. But Samnez kept it up
Dig the
with
hole.
a tweet storm after.
Dig that hole, Felicity. You were warned. You were warned, dear. Boss came in and said, knock it off, people. That'd have been the end of it. Nope. Gotta keep going.
After another tweet storm,
because obviously I'm an oppressed female working at the Washington Post.
Going after Post management. And yesterday she was fired for misconduct, including insubordination.
Oh, no. What is she going to do now? First, she sued the Washington Post, I'm sure over some frivolous bullshit that someone got a promotion and she didn't, and she deserved it because he's a woman. I don't know what the details are. I'm sure it's nonsense. It was dismissed, by the way. Now she got fired. She couldn't shut up. Couldn't stop. She got a warning. Do not continue. Now she doesn't have a job. Now, I wonder, who do you think is going to line up to hire this one? Anyone?
Howie, one of the things that's happening is that newsrooms, like the New York Times was just a couple of months ago, that a memo went out to all the reporters saying, you know, you don't really have to be on Twitter all day. We don't want you to be on Twitter all day. We would prefer that you were actually doing
your
the
job.
reporting that we pay you to do.
Yeah. Imagine that. Hey, excuse me, people who work for me, I don't want you to be on Twitter all day. I'd rather have you do the work I'm paying you for. Oh my God, look at the heartache and pain they have to suffer with working at these corporations. It's brilliant.
And I wonder if there are other newsrooms that are going to
brilliantly discriminate.
Finally say, guys, okay, nice experiment. Thank you for trying to drive clicks to the website, but this is actually becoming a self-destructive policy at this point.
Oh, you think? Do you?
Yeah, look, there's a whole new generation of woke reporters who feel like they are entitled to share every thought they have, including about their own paper, on Twitter. I happen to think that respectful disagreement is fine. But what did Felicia Samnez think was going to happen?
Especially when she was warned. Knock it off. Drop it. Still would have had her job. Still would have been getting paid way too much money to put words on pieces of paper.
She pursued this stick in the eye.
But wait a minute. She's college educated. She's got her degree from an Ivy.
She's been doing this for a long time. I mean, it's not the first.
I mean, another reporter said, hey, you know, we all make mistakes. Why don't we move on? And then she went after him.
Yep. Yes, she did. And now she can go on Twitter all day long.
It was the inmates were in charge of the asylum. And Sally Busby, the new editor, really had no choice but to take some action, or it looked like she could not control her newsroom. But you know what's sad? 50 years ago, we're up at the anniversary now, the Washington Post reporters were helping to drive Richard Nixon out of power during Watergate. And now it seems like they spend an awful lot of time going after each other.
Yeah.
Oh, it's terrible. It's terrible. Watching the lefties eat their own is amazing. Amazing to me. All right, who's in this? Rob Howe's here. Chrome Dome, Omega, JR, Mr. Hemi 4-Speed, Chaos, Stone Reaper. Sifu is here as well. D-Man, you have a good night. Good to see you as always. But yeah, this Twitter is garbage. Twitter is garbage. And you know what? Let's be honest here. You start going after your boss, going after the company that pays you money to do stuff, and bad things are going to happen. Oh, but it's my First Amendment speech. And okay, yeah, you do have the First Amendment. but they write your paycheck. Do you see my point? I'll see you guys later.